What's up, YouTube? This is Spade here, back again with another black and white battle under your style, and this time against YouTuber LightingShad. I battled this guy a few times in the past, and I actually have another rematch coming up with this guy. He always just seems to find me on a good time to battle. But that was actually a really long... That was the longest battle I've ever had, breaking that 73 turns with DMHAG. It was 86 turns. So that was absolutely crazy with that new underused team. So that will be coming up later this week, on the weekend. But anyways, let's get this battle started. I lead off with Donphan. He leads off with this Simiseer, I think. He has the grass node, but surprisingly only does half. And doesn't even bring me close to my sturdy. So I go to my Vulpix, because I'm going to predict the second grass node, obviously. And now he goes with the Nasty Blood, and I will let the music do the job right now. And there we go. So the matchup that I thought that I completely lost turns out to be a double knockout, which is just absolutely hilarious. But I guess that's what you get for using low accuracy moves. So that was absolutely shenanigans again going on right there. But I go back to my lead Donphan, naturally, and he goes into his Samurott. I stay in just to scout what kind of Samurott am I dealing with, special or physical. He turns out to be a special variant, so I don't have to really worry about that Mega Horn, because I doubt that he's mixed. I am right, and he's most likely Scarf. That's what I'm thinking, since he just keeps on using Hydro Pump. But you know, my specially bulky Espeon takes pretty much nothing from that Hydro Pump, especially since I have the light screen up now. So he switches into his Mew, I get up my Reflect up 2, and we're back to normal speed. So I switch into my Shiftry, and a lot of people said that they wanted to see Shiftry, and now we got double Shiftry action all the way across the sky. So I'm gonna set up my Swords Dance here. I have my screens up, and I know that my own Shiftry can't hurt myself. So he tries to use the nature power. He forgot what it does, and in Wi-Fi it just turns into EQ. So I go with the Rock Slide, and it misses on the Corvagrigus. And obvious Will-O-Wisp is obvious, so I switch into my Espeon to bounce that back, because no reason to waste a good Shiftry this early, because I know I can one-hit KO him with any of my moves. So, especially since the Rock Slide missed, unfortunately. But here I get a bit of payback, get a special defense drop with the Psychic, and he goes with the Power Share, or is it Power Split? I think it was Power Split. I just missed that completely. Anyways, and after the burn, he doesn't want to stay in, so he goes back into his Mew. And this Mew is kind of a big problem, because I don't really want him to transform to any of my guys, because it could be like bad news bears for me. And my light screen wears off, so I'm just gonna set it up again. And he decides to go with the Stealth Rocks, predicting that I would switch out, not wanting me to let him transform into me, and I guess to set up screens or something. Hopefully somebody understood what I just said. But anyways, he does transform into me. I figure, you know, the best thing that I can let him transform into is my Espeon, because, you know, he doesn't have the Life Clay, so his screens won't be lasting too long anyway, so I don't really have to worry about that. So I go into my Victini, and I'm gonna set up my Trick Room, kind of thinking he might set up the light screen again, but instead he switches into this Miltank, and with the Reflect up and the fact that he most likely has the Thick Fat ability, I don't really want to stay in, so I go back into my Espeon. He goes with the Toxic, I bounce that back, which is just absolutely fantastic. This ability, Magic Bounce, it's a godlike ability, wow. I really love it, but unfortunately he shows that he does have the Heal Bell, which is kinda unfortunate, but what can you do? He heals his Toxic from the meal tank itself and the burn from the Corvagrigus, who is just gonna come in as a death fodder, because I'm just gonna go with Psychic, and from that range it will easily take down the Corvagrigus. And his Reflect already wears off, so that's nice. And he goes back into his Mew. He's just gonna transform into me, and I don't know. I go with the Morning Sun. I don't even know. I guess I just wanted to scout what he would do, and then go from there, because none of my screens are off, and finally they do wear off. So I'm just gonna set up my light screen again, and knowing that he predicts that, and goes into his fly gun, because he also knows that the Reflect will wear off now. So I'm thinking he's scarfed and gonna U-turn, so I'm gonna go with the Morning Sun again. But it turns out he is Life Orb instead, and he goes with the EQ, and that almost KOs me, but not quite, and I should be able to take another EQ, hopefully, and I do just barely with 9 HP, so I can set up my Reflect once again, and now I can just use my Espeon as a death fodder, and then just bring out my Victini and go from there. And he's gonna Stonehenge me in the hopes of getting a crit, and unfortunately for him it doesn't happen, and I'm just gonna set up my Trick Room here, and he's gonna switch and go into his Mill Tank, and you guys know what time it is. It is time to Wii Create! And in the process it actually creates a new Nintendo Wii, which is pretty damn sweet. I actually bought myself a Nintendo Wii a while ago. I think I randomly mentioned that at my walkthrough or something. But anyways, there's a new Nintendo Wii, and there comes Mew, and same thing is going to happen to Mew again. And there's Flygon 2, who gets recreated, and then there's the good old Samurai that also gets recreated. And that will actually turn out to be the game, and once again, Weak Genie turns out to be a broken piece of shit. But hopefully some of you people enjoyed the match, and stay tuned for me and LightingShad's rematch, cause yeah, that turned out to be a really interesting match. The longest battle I've ever had, 86 turns. That was crazy. And if you think this match was a bit hacksy, especially at the beginning, there was a lot of hack shenanigans going on in that match too, which made it kinda interesting. And also, that's probably one of the main reasons why that battle was so long. But stay tuned for that match. It was really interesting. interesting. But that will be all for today, and thanks to those who enjoyed the Phoenix Wright episodes that I posted yesterday. I will post less episodes in the future, but you know, I try to keep the Let's Play active too. So that will be all for today, and I will see you guys next time. Spade is out. Peace!